Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining our daily market outlook. My name is Omar Al Fouda. Today's date is the 15th of April 2013. Regarding our economic calendar, at 3:30 we have news from America. It is the Empire State Manufacturing Index. We can see that the previous reading is 9.02 and the expectation is for it to go lower to 7.2. The other news is at 4 o'clock. It is the TIC long-term purchases. We can see the previous level is at 25.7 billion and there's an expectation for it to rise to 41.3 billion. The impact of both figures is medium, so we might not see a big move. So let's start with the technical analysis for the euro. We can see 3 attempts to break through the 31.35 barrier. As we can see, it failed 3 times to rise above this level, which is a bad indicator for the current uptrend. Ever since it hit the high, we can see it retraced back almost 60 points. The current uptrend started from the 4th of April, and it managed to rise 400 points to in almost only 6 sessions to rise to 31.35. On the 4-hour chart, we can still say that the outlook looks up. We can see that most indicators still favor the upside. Prices are still trading in the ascending channel. Actually, we can see the last candle now went outside of this channel, so we can say that it's an indicator. It's our second indicator that we're starting to see a reversal of the previous uptrend. Of course, the first indicator would be its failure to produce higher highs. We can see all the highs are at the same level, almost 31, between 31.25 and 31.35. According to our technical outlook, the pivot point is at 31.00. So we can see that prices are currently trading 30 points below that level. The most important support for today will be at 29.90, so we're expecting prices to drop to this level if it continues to trade below the 31.00. So prices are pretty close to the pivot point right now, so it's not such a strong sell signal until now. But we'll only say that prices will continue to go up if it goes above 31.00. And the outlook will be a 4th try to break the 31.35. We can see there's a bit of a support at around 30.40. According to these 2 candles, we can see that it tried twice to break this level, and each time it appears to have been bought at these levels and went back up. So we do have a bit of a range going on now. We can see that more clearly if we go to the 1-hour chart. On the 1-hour chart, we can see that we have a range outlook. On the 4-hour chart, mostly it is still a upward looking outlook. As we can see, it's trading above its moving average 55. We see almost the same outlook on the sterling dollar. The uptrend also started from the 4th of April, from 50.30, and also it managed to rise almost 400 points to reach a high of 54.15 on the 11th of April. Currently prices are trading close to its pivot point, so we need to see a movement down or up from this point to be able to get a signal from the pivot point. The pivot point is at 53.35. Currently it's trading at 53.20. If it does manage to continue to go down, then the outlook will be that it will reach the low we see here, which is at 52.35. We can see that this used to be a previous resistance. We can see two tops here that turned into a support on the 8th of April. We can also see a low at almost 1.5300. So there could be some support here and some retracement back up before it continues to go down. So we are having mixed signals right now. If we go to the 1-hour chart, we can say more clearly that we do have a downtrend, and we can draw a new channel from the top. The reason that we can draw a new channel is that we do see lower highs and lower lows. And prices on the 1-hour chart passed the moving average 55, so that's also a down signal. However, on the 4-hour chart, we do not see it. It did not yet pass the moving average 55. So there's a big difference between the 4-hour chart and the 1-hour chart. The dollar against the yen. Also, the uptrend we can see on the 4-hour chart started from the 4th of April, managed to rise 800 points to reach almost 100. On the 11th of April, it reached that high. We can see multiple attempts to break above this level, and ever since it failed the third time to break this level, we saw a drop of almost 235 points, which is enough for us to say that we have a new current downtrend. So the reversal, we can say, is confirmed. We can see it passed the 23.6 retracement levels on the Fibonacci indicator. And also, if we use the upward channel to check if prices still trade within it, we can see that prices left the upward channel, which is also a reversal signal. So we have enough signals to say that the last uptrend has indeed finished, and that we have a new downtrend. The bearish outlook is stronger on the 1-hour chart, and we can draw a downward channel to represent this. Only if prices manage to rise 90 points above this level, or almost 100 points above the current trading level, will we say that the outlook goes back to bullish. The pivot point is 98.90. Current trading is at 97 or almost 98. We can see from the daily chart that the last 3 trading sessions, so since Thursday, last 3 candles have been falling, and the biggest fall happened during Friday. We can see almost a 200-point difference between the high and the low, and also we can see a downward signal from the RSI on the daily chart. We saw that it went above 70 and went back down, which is a clear down signal from the RSI. So we appear to have reversal signals in all of the currencies. For the euro, sterling, and the dollar yen, we used to have previous uptrends that began around the 4th of April, ended on the 11th of April, and ever since then they've been reversing and retracing. So the question will be, will it continue to go in the opposite direction, or will we go back to the previous uptrends? Of course, the big moves have been on gold. We can see that on Friday between the high and the low is almost $80 drop, and it managed to continue this momentum today. Between the high and the low is another $70 drop to reach a low of 1,425. This is the current low of the current downtrend. The most important level that it managed to pass was around 1,520. We see that it didn't manage to break this level ever since September 2011. It used to drop to this level at different points and always used to be bought at the same level, and then it would rise back to 1,800. However, this time it managed to break it and continue to go down. We can see other important levels being broken. We can see these candles here, 1,480, 1,460, all have been broken. So it appears we don't have any other important levels until now, except for the low of today, 1,420, and then would be 1,310, which we can see there is a bottom that it managed to reach on the 23rd of January 2011. The current downtrend on the long term started on the September 2012 when it almost reached 1,800, and ever since then we can see a drop of almost $360 during the past 5 months. So it doesn't matter which chart you open up, the weekly, daily, 4 hours or 1 hour chart, they all give the same signals, strong down signals. But we can see from the RSI indicator on the daily chart that we do get an oversold signal. The same signal, we see it on the 4 hour chart and also on the 1 hour chart. They all give us oversold signals. So we are expecting a retracement. However, it's important to note that it already retraced $30. But we could see retracements near 1,500. If prices don't manage to rise above these levels, we can still define it as a retracement. If it goes above this level, then we can say it rose enough to consider it a reversal and not just a retracement. We also see strong drops on the crude oil. Friday it managed to drop almost $3. Today it continued this drop, another $2.50 drop. Last Thursday it managed to drop $1.40. So in just 3 days we saw almost a $6 drop on crude oil. It managed to break an important level, which is the low it reached on the 4th of March, 89.30. This was the previous low of the previous downtrend. Currently it managed to break it, so we will be watching today to see if the daily candle manages to close above or below this level, and from this we take a signal whether it's going to continue to go down or we might see a retracement up. The current downtrend we can see started from the 1st of April when it reached the high of 97.70. So if we were to draw a channel, we would take it from that high to today's low, and we can see that all indicators currently point down. On the short term, if prices manages to rise above 91.80, we can say it's a good signal that we might see another attempt at 94.80. Dow Jones retraces from its all-time high. We can see a retracement of almost 90 points. Many candles drop, we can see, to the level of 14,725. Each time it manages to find the support here before rising back up to the top. The all-time high is at 14,825, and the outlook will remain bullish if it keeps on trading above 14,650. If it drops below that level, we can say there would be an attempt at 14,535. But overall, all indicators give us an up signal. So that's the outlook for today. Thank you for listening. We wish you successful trading and goodbye.